Hello, hello. Welcome to another Mac84 live stream. I forgot to turn the light on. Hold on. There we go. I was wondering why it was a little bit darker in here. But hello. Welcome to another... I don't know what this is going to be, but we're going to open up some more compact Macs. I don't know what's going to go on. It's going to be exciting. I do have a haircut. But it's a little cold down here, so I'm going to keep the hat on. That song sounds very familiar. Yes, it does. All right, we got a bunch of people in the chat already. We got 14 people watching. How about that? Yes, looking fresh. Thank you. Let's see. We got David. We got Raw Elements. We got Sean. We got Taj. We got Greg from MacYak. We got Alex. Let's see. Anybody else I miss? Dana, of course. Dale. We have Lou. Well, maybe. He had to go. And Distro Hopper. Sweet. Yep. Now it's down to 12 people in a deal. Oh well. So, where's the camera? Here. Looking at myself. So where we left off last was I was messing around with the Mac SE and I had to run upstairs. So we have pets. One of them is a bunny rabbit, and we don't know exactly her age. She's around 10 years old, which is pretty good for a bunny rabbit. And unfortunately, she's since the later half of last year had developed like cataracts, so she started to go blind. And earlier this week, she started acting a little funny, and so she might have some inner ear infection, which is not exactly the easiest thing to treat. So, kind of scared us. But she has her medicine. She's gradually making some progress. Hopefully, that continues to be the case. And we'll go from there. But that's why I had to abruptly jump off the stream last time. So, I'm back. She's doing okay. We have to syringe feed her and give her medicine, so it's a bunch of fun. If rabbits had the ability to vomit, which they don't, fun fact, it would make it a lot harder. But that doesn't mean that she doesn't squirm and fight it. So at least she has a lot of fight in her. But, yep, hopefully she keeps recovering. Hello, Jay. Hello, SadMac356, and yeah, so fingers crossed on that. So, where we left off, was this Macintosh SE, and I think this was the one that was giving us the weird wavy lines. You turn it on, it was going, and this is my microscope, by the way. That's what that cover is, and of course the tripod didn't want to listen to me when I moved it. There we go. So yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, so this one, I believe we turned it on and went, and it went wiggles. So we'll turn it on again, because I can't remember. Let's move the microphone so I don't drop it or anything. There. Hopefully that's okay. And yeah, let's find a power cable. Watch, it's gonna blow up this time. Oh boy. Alright, let's see. Yep, that's what we got. Bunch of weird, crazy lines. It does actually eventually go to the floppy and such, like the question mark. Like it actually tries to boot up eventually. We have the cursor, and then we have the flashing question mark there. So, yes, it does look weird. It very much does. So that's where I turned it off. Nice looking lines. Yes, this actually has two 800K, I believe. Yep, two 800 kilobyte capable floppy disk drives. Yeah, the Mac crackers are very valuable tools, although sometimes you can get around without them. I've opened up all of these so far without a Mac cracker, and then, knock wood, hopefully I won't need one. I probably will, but... Alright, so I'm going to open this up, take a look. I think the analog board looked really clean, but I think where we left off is I wanted to look at the logic board here. So let me move the camera so you sort of see a little bit better than what I'm seeing. Very professional Moving the tripod all the time, I know. But I also have like little room here, and it keeps hitting the back of my chair. So if I move back in my chair, the whole tripod's going to come with me. But all right, so let's take this out. Okay. Yes. At least I have a tripod. That is true. Alright, so I don't know what to expect here. The analog board looks pretty clean. I'm not going to be like repairing or diagnosing anything too in depth here. That's not the purpose of today's show. The purpose of today's show is to just make sure no batteries leaked, label these things, and then move on to the next one, because there's quite a lot we got to get through. So that's what we're going to be doing here. Let me go ahead and make sure the label maker is on, and that computer turns on. Now this display is very finicky, and needs to warm up, kind of. I'm not going to discharge a CRT because I'm not going to touch it. I'm just simply not going to touch it. So there's, I appreciate your concern, but I'm not touching the CRT. 5 minutes later, I'm going to whack it and destroy my hand, I'm sure. So there's no hard drive in this one, just 2 floppies. Yes, I have to be very careful. I am aware. I do not have a discharge tool yet. I have all the pieces, the alligator clip, the screwdriver. I just haven't built one yet. I will have to do that because some of these machines, obviously, need some analog repair on the analog board, and it would be great to be able to safely discharge these and touch all those areas without fearing for my life. So. We're just trying to get that cord out. Okay, great. Okay. There we go. Alright, we have quite a lot of crap on here. What is this? What is all this? I always wear my watch, though, so it's okay. What is all this? Look at all this crap. It's like dust or something. Let's see, does it come off easily? Where's a Q-tip when I need one? Ah, boy. Alright, there's one discarded on the ground. Alright, it's kind of coming off. Alright, well, it's dust. Good patina. Alright, it could be something else. Who knows? It might be corrosion, for all I know. Let's take the board out. Ah. This one's a little stubborn, isn't it? Well, the cable is removed. Ooh, did that battery go? It's hard to tell from here. Place your bets, folks. Place your bets. That's right. You remind me, GT. I have to get one of those compressed air vacuum thingies. Do it myself. Nope, battery is okay. Good. There's a note in here. A sticker. That actually probably went to the CRT. Probably made its way down here. But, there's the analog board. We're going to get that battery out of there. There's a lot of dust. A lot of dust. How about that? Yeah, it's pretty dusty. But, hello, Trina. Hello, anybody else join? No, I don't think so. Oh, Golden Panda, hello. And, yeah, so, I mean, this is very dusty board, but I don't see any apparent signs of horribleness going on here, although I could be terribly wrong. But, yeah, I mean, the compressed air cans are cheap, but the problem is when you use one just for a computer, it adds up. So, I want to get one of those things that just blow the air around. I think they're like $30 or $40. There was one at Micro Center. I should have just bought it. I'm never at the Micro Center because it is so far away. I should have just bought the darn thing, but anyway. Alright, so that doesn't look too bad. We have 4 memory DIMMs in there. SIMs, rather. But, okay. Let's get that battery out so we don't have to worry about it. Where did I put my clips? I need to... Oh, that's right. J. I need to get the same snips you got, because my snips are in poor shape. And Bruce told me that you found a good source of snips. I love these. These are perfectly fine with me. I don't need anything too fancy, but I've used them so much at the edge, doesn't clip anymore. So, you did not miss much. We've only been going on here for 12 minutes. So, welcome to the party. Still sharp enough to clip a battery, but I can't use the very edge of those tips. Alright, this is another one from West Germany. How about that, Dana? I got 2 in my collection now. And I don't know why I'm saving these. There's something wrong with me. Well, that's obvious. But, okay, not too bad. Battery is removed. And we still got the squiggly line issue. Now that is probably... Let me put this over here. I'm going to guess that's not a logic board issue. I'm going to assume... And when I assume, I make an ass out of me and you. I'm going to assume that there's maybe something not so tight with the analog board here. Now, I'm not going to go poking around in here. But that's my guess. Let me click on the link that Jay has provided me. Ooh, fancy. $7. Or I get a 5-pack for $25. Some fancy snips there. Well, I will save that link for later. Thank you very much. Alright. I mean, if the board was messed up, I don't think we would have got it to go through the boot process. The reason that we're having... Excuse me. I suspect the reason that we're having all those wiggly lines is probably a faulty capacitor or some leakage or some cracked solder joints on the analog board. That's my guess. So this will require me to remove everything from the analog board and get a good look at it, which I'm not set up to do now, so I'm not going to do that. However, I'm glad to see that everything looks pretty okay inside. It doesn't look too bad. So I'm gonna put the board back. We're gonna put a note on the back, and we're gonna open the next one because we got more. We got more. Most of them are Mac Pluses actually that we're gonna open. But at least there's no exploded batteries. So that's an excellent thing. Very happy about that. So far, the only one with an exploded battery was the Mac Classic. So that's good. Yeah, when I go and actually attempt to fix this up, Greg, that is one of the things that we'll be doing. I actually have to get into that because I have a few of these that have weird problems like that. And I've just had the luxury of having so many of them right now where I don't have to fix it up. I'll just open up another one. Alright, let's try and get this board back in there. Maybe... Oh, come on. What are you doing? What you doing? You don't want to go back in? You came out exactly as I'm trying to put you back in now. And it was a breeze. It took me like no effort at all to slide this little board out. But you're going to be stubborn. Ugh. Sharp plastic and sharp metal. A great combination. There we go. Sometimes you just need to persuade it a little bit. Yeah, I wish all of these had the battery on the outside like the Mac Plus. That was, I mean, for repairability standpoint, that was a great idea. All right, cool. So I'm not going to bother connecting the cables because we'll have to take everything out later on. Yes, I believe the 512 did have the battery on the outside as well. Okay, so we have to make our little label here. And let's get the mouse from the other computer and open up our software here. And it is August 14th. So last stream was on August 9th. So it's been a while. August 14th, approximately 10:15 p.m. There's a Macintosh SE dual floppy. Let's see, boots up to flashing question. Screen is very wiggly. Analog board? Question mark. Battery removed. Looks good to me. Let's print it. Oh yeah, you don't want to just put a standard AA battery in replacement of that, and I'll show you why. So here is the battery from a Macintosh Plus or an early Macintosh compact model, and there is a AA battery. They look very similar. The AA battery is about the same size, except this battery is much thicker, and this one is actually let me find it here. 4.5 volts. And this one is only 1.5 volts. This is actually a, they're both alkaline, and that's what they both say on it, but obviously the voltage of this is much higher. So, if it were working, that is. So much advice. I know, Jay. I know. It's just dripping with advice. Alright, let's try and get this label out. There we go. All right, so I'm going to put this cover back on here, and we will move on to our next patient, which I actually have to grab from the other side of the basement, so it's going to take a while. But what I did secure, and I'm picking it up tomorrow, will aid me. It's a little rolling cart, and it's designed for like a gardening thing or a utility cart or whatever you want to call it. But it's a little 17-inch wide, 30 inches deep, I guess, cart. And it's great because I could, put a bunch of stuff on there, wheel it to the shelves in the other side of the basement, and come back without carrying like a big bulky eMac and tripping and falling and breaking everything. So, Steve's analog basement. I like to be a digital basement, if I can. I mean, no offense to Adrian's analog basement. I mean, you know what I mean. I like digital stuff. I don't like playing around with analog stuff as far as, analog circuitry and stuff like that. Now, I do like analog video, and that's fine. So if I'm going to be the analog basement, then yes. With all my Laserdisc players and Super VHS, I think I'll be good. I know you were joking. We're all joking here. If anyone takes anything I say seriously, it's a bit of a problem. Unless I'm telling you to recap your Macs and not be jerks. Alright. There we go. Alright, so let's put that sticker on the back. It's interesting. There must have been something on here sitting on top of this case, because it is all like shaded and yellowed except for this area. It might not come through too much on the camera here, but there's like a perfect square. Almost as if, yeah. It's almost as if there was a stack of floppies on top of it. But, yeah. Alright, so, put a sticker on the back of there. And good. Alright, so I'm going to go put this one in the other side of the basement. I'm going to grab another. And I will be right back shortly, okay? So just give me like 2 or 3 minutes, probably not even. I'm going to go to the other side of the basement and grab another victim. I mean, a patient to work on. Okay, so we're back. We have another Macintosh SE here. Did I try turning the other one on? Yes, when I did turn the one that we just had on the desk, lines were all wiggly. That's all we really saw. Let's move the camera back as we had it before. And we have another Macintosh SE. So this one here is, well, I actually had 10.1 with... it's either 64 or 96 megabytes of RAM. I still ran Classic. It didn't like it, but it worked. Yeah, sorry about the notifications. Nothing I can do about that. I do put them on Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, if you're a Twitter person, if you follow Mac84 TV, which is my Twitter handle, that is how you're going to hopefully see those notifications. Twitter's not perfect either, but it's something. Now, I got excited because I thought there was maybe something in here, but nope, no expansion slot or anything. At least none that I could see. Yes, I love the Apple IIgs keyboard. OS X requests 128 megabytes of memory. Requests. Before Jaguar, you could easily get away with that. I'm not saying you should, but you could. All right. I do have a custom channel URL on YouTube. It's just youtube.com/Mac84. You want to go there on YouTube, that's where it is. All right, so this one has a label at the top, and this one here says Sad Mac. So this had a Sad Mac, which might just be dust. Who knows? Let's turn it on. Let's see what we get. For a smooth OS X experience, I always at least use 1.5 times or 2 times more memory than Apple recommends, because that's just me. All right, let's see what happens. No chime. Hard drive spinning up though, and we got a Sad Mac, a distorted Sad Mac. Look at that. He's missing some of his head. Poor little guy. Huh. Alright, let's see what's going on here. It's a bit of a creepy Sad Mac. It's not Halloween yet. It will be in 2 months. Not yet. Ah. These things are surprisingly dense and heavy, especially the ones with the hard drives. You wouldn't think that added much weight, but jeez. Alright, so we're gonna open this one up. Hopefully we just need to reseat the memory. Hopefully it's not bad battery or something terrible. We shall see. What do you guys think? You think the battery went? You think maybe a memory socket got loose? Maybe you think a capacitor blew? I'm just glad I got a hold of this machine and not somebody that would have been like, oh, it's broken. Toss it out. Because the monitor looks okay. Analog board might be okay. Certainly the power supply looked okay. Alright, let's got the 2 screws out. Now comes the fun part. You jinxed me there, Greg. It's going to be a battery now. I can sense it. Alright, so let's do our little stand-up dance here. Try and use my fingernails here. Yeah, the bottom usually is the easier one to get off on these. I have a feeling most of these have been opened before, because there are some pry marks and stuff. Yep, there we go. If your Performa's freezing up, that's because it's a Performa. It's a feature. Well, that's a lot of dust. And we got some weird marks on the bottom of the case. Hopefully, these are just fingerprints or spider prints. There's a lot of cobwebs. Maybe there's a family of spiders in here. There's the hard drive. It's a big old hard drive. Can I see the battery? No, not yet. Yeah, I think that's just glue that was holding this onto the bottom of the case. That's okay. Alright, let's get in for a closer look here. Now, this board is dusty. At least the CRT is. I can't tell the board just yet. But the problem is when there's a hard drive in here, it's just that much harder to get the cable out. So that's going to be fun. There's a lot of dust bunnies in here. Not the type of bunnies I prefer. I prefer my lagomorphs not to be dusty. For those of you wondering what the heck a lagomorph is, go look it up. Alright, out comes the SCSI cable. Ow. Everything's pointy on this board. Everything's pointy. Pointy, pointy, pointy. Yeah, when the hard drive's here, it's just that much harder to reach and get your finger under where this cable is to try and pull that out. You know, it's sometimes with these hard drives, it's just age. It's just they haven't spun up in ages, and when you turn it on, they're like, nope, not going to do it. And then sometimes you get lucky with them. So, yeah, this cord, I could tell already, is going to be a pain in the butt to get out of there. So I'm gonna try and kindly suggest it wiggle away there, but I don't know how well it's gonna look. My fingers are all dusty already. Yeah, take off my watch because I've gotten some scratches on it, and I think it's from messing around with these things and just hitting the metal and all that fun stuff. Why do I feel like I'm going to touch something analog and zap myself? Y'all got me thinking. Dang it. Come on. Yeah, Greg. I see the battery. Do not appear to see any leakage though, so that's good. Oh, well, yeah, looks okay. We have fully populated memory slots. So, oh, come on. It's so much easier. The hard drive's not there. But I'm not going to take out the hard drive because there are screws on the other side. I can't really get to that. What I will do is I will remove the SCSI cable, at least. Give myself precious few inches in there. Oh, boy. That board is dusty, though. I'll tell you what. That board is dusty. So I'm just using this to pry that button back on the cable, and that should hopefully let me slide this cable out a little bit easier, because it's so awkward to push that button, that latch down on this cable, and then wiggle it. It just makes it more difficult. I'm making some progress. It's slowly coming out of there. I'll tell you what, GT does a much better impression of Hank Hill than I do. Next time we're on Mac-Yak, he'll have to do it for you. There we go. See, what I usually do is I just gently wiggle it back and forth. I'm not pulling on that cable because, one, I don't want to slam into this and break it or touch it. So that's sort of what I do. Alright, so that should help us now get this board out of here. Maybe? Oh, come on. Come on. There. Sometimes it just needs a little bit of prying or suggesting here. Oh yeah, those iBook clamshell ones are not fun to take apart. No thank you. Oh yeah, it's a dusty boy. Dust, 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 dust. Look at that. Look at that. You can't even read the processor. There's so much dust on that. I tell you what. Look at that. Look at that dust. Look at that. Oof. That is a pretty dusty boy. So what we're going to do is we're going to find where I put that brush, or use a paper towel. And let me get my trash bin here. Ah. And we're going to get all the dust. You're not going to be able to see it because, you know, I'm just... But look, I just wiped off the processor. Look at the difference that makes. Jeez. Not doing a deep clean here or anything, just getting most of the dust off so I could not breathe in all this crap. Alright, so first off, I'm going to take these memory pieces out. I did run my finger on one of the chips. It went like that. Let's see. Yeah, it is very dusty. I will get my toothbrush out. You know, not the toothbrush I use with my teeth. The one I use to clean boards. And we'll give this a better dusting in a second. Just want to take these memory modules out. Soft bristle brush. I hate these plastic clips. I hate them. Everything's dusty and pointy on this board. Yeah, that memory socket was like not really in there. Hello, Dana. Dana, I absolutely love that little quadra that you post a picture for on Twitter. Please share that in the chat. Everybody needs to see that. It was fantastic. I would buy one of those in a heartbeat. He's a dusty. I think if we just clean this off, this thing will boot right up. Macintosh. All right, so just get some of the big pieces off, then we'll get the toothbrush in here. All right. You can smell the dust. Jeez, that is old dust. Ah, yes. You may not be able to post a link. You could try. You could try. No one's going to yell at you if you try. But yes, check out Dana's Twitter if you haven't already. He does excellent photoshopping work. Where's my toothbrush? Don't tell me I lost it already. I had it the other day. I had it. Oh boy. Huh. The blue handle, about yay long. We'll find it. We will find it. Couldn't have gone too far. It's probably behind me. I'm also running out of Q-tips. This box used to be full. I didn't break anything, Mike. These Macs were already broken when I got here. So this was very, very dusty. Now it's only mildly dusty. I'm not going to go over the whole thing with the Q-tip here. but I'm just getting to some of those crevices that the toothbrush probably won't be able to grab. Oof. Yeah. A lot of dust. A lot of dust. So this one had a sad Mac, for anybody who's wondering who didn't catch it earlier. This one had a sad Mac when we booted it up. A distorted sad Mac. It didn't even display the whole sad Mac. It was just that sad. So what we're going to do is clean this up a little bit. We're going to remove that battery. In fact, I'm going to do that now. Let's see if this is another special from West Germany. Yes, Mike, you are correct. This is a Macintosh SE with a 20 megabyte hard drive, which made some noise. So we'll see if that still works. Is this from West Germany, like the other one? Yes! Made in West Germany. How about that? Got a few of them. I know Dana was very proud of his old one. This is has a date of December 86. Again, that might be the expiration or the creation date, but how about that? 20 megabytes, a whole 20 megs. Yes, sirree. All right, now I'm going to stand up and look for that toothbrush because we need it to clean off this thing properly, I think. Oh, boy. I was using it the other day. Now I have to think of where I was using it and what I was using it on. While you look at my gut. Don't look at my gut. Look over there. It's not with my tools. I mean, that would have been a smart place to put it, with my tools. Oh, no. I didn't want to do that. Oopsie. What did I... Oh, I think I accidentally clicked the start record button on OBS. And it gave me an error about recording. Because ooh. That ain't good. I have very little disk space. Hold on. Oops. Hold on a second. I need to remedy something quickly, or this probably won't be a good situation here. Hold, please. Where's the other hard drive here? Extra files. Yeah, let's just dump over some of this stuff before this this computer goes down the toilet there. We need at least a gigabyte. Come on. Yeah, sure, I'll take a new computer. You could just send it on over. Yes, I do have a paintbrush. It's probably under this crap here. We'll take a look for that in a second. Either way, we'll get it cleaned off. We'll boot it up in a minute or so. I have way too many Macs. In fact, if you follow the FAQ link that is in the video description, I think I answered that question. I think. The rough answer is probably over 160 at this point. I haven't counted in a while. Not in a while. It's probably best if I stop counting. 20, maybe even 24. Too many. All right, we got some disk space here. 160 is nothing. Yeah, okay. You come over and help me try and move them. And then we'll discover what's nothing. All right. All right. This brush I usually use to dust things like CRTs I don't want to touch. So, yay! This will work. Don't you start again with that processor and that Mac Pro, Mike. We tested it here. So Mike is still busting my chops over a Mac Pro I gave him that we both thought was a dual processor. Turned out it only had one processor, but we booted it up and we played around with it, and he didn't notice until he got home. So I offered to send him another processor. He declined, but he has another Mac Pro now that's faster anyway, so he just likes busting my chops. This is a dusty one. Look at that. But we're going to clean this up as best we can in the matter of brush strokes here. Get all this crud out from here. or as much as we can. I'm glad it works great. That was actually one of the machines I was using to stream before this this 2009 Mac Pro entered my my lair, because it worked fine. Not have a problem. Okay. Yeah, if you got one of these old Macs, I don't care if it's a compact Mac or it's an LC, it's a Performa, it's a Macintosh 2 or the like, or anything like that, or even some of the early Power Macs or an iMac, you gotta get that battery out. I don't care if it's a Mac Cell, I don't care if it's whatever the heck, I don't care what brand it is. You get that battery out of there. Out, I say, out! Paint some happy little dust here. We'll paint a little processor on there. We'll paint that a 40 megahertz 6040. How about that? Oh boy. Alright, I think I got the worst offenders of the dust out of here. I'm very curious if that's enough to get this working again. I hope so. I hope that was it. That'd be nice to get an easy one for a change, huh? Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a cleaning of these memory chips really quick. Where's my little cup thing that I poured the alcohol in? Well, I'll just put the Q-tip in here. Very, very professional here. And I'm just going to clean off these contacts, because the whole chip is dusty, but if these contacts aren't making a good connection, you could easily get a sad Mac or fail the memory test or a bunch of other horrible things that could go on. So I want to make sure that it's all squeaky clean. Exactly. There's no such thing as easy when it comes to computers. Macs or PCs or whatever. If it's a computer, especially if it's old, tons of stuff that could go wrong with it. Tons. Could be caked with dust like this one is. Absolutely caked. Or it could just be having some bad solder joints or some other undesirable issue. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm actually fixing an original Game Boy now, too. Now that you mentioned it in the chat that you found one that didn't work. But yeah, those are notorious. You leave the batteries in there, everything it's all corroded and disgusting. Yeah. I'm getting my 2CI fixed. You fixing it yourself, or you sending it to some crazy bozo like me to try and fix it for you? Good luck is all I have to say. How many classic Macs have you not opened yet from the recycling center? I actually have not counted. I brought back at least a dozen of them, and I opened up at least 7 or 8 of them. So, and that's a rough estimate. I think I actually brought home more, and I'm just not remembering. There's at least another 10 on the shelf there, but some of them I've opened already. One of them's the Clown SE, and some of them are other ones I've had for a while. But if I don't have a sticker on, I'm going to open it and just see, because might as well. Alright. Exactly. That's also why I'm doing this, to keep track and try and remember which ones I friggin' have. Holy moly. Alright, let's put these memory modules back in. One of the bad GPU MacBook Pros. Those are such a shame, too. Such a shame. Ooh, covered in flux. That ain't good. Unless it worked, I mean. Alright. Clean up the board a little bit. Back is surprisingly clean. That's usually the case. So maybe it's not surprisingly. And I just maximized the entire chat window. I didn't want to do that. Now I can't see anything else. All right. Duh. Almost knocked over the what little 90% alcohol I have left. All right, we're gonna plug in the speaker. This is where I need to get just like an extension cord for the little connector here. I think I could just actually get a PC-ATX connector. I think that actually will fit in there. Won't be pretty, but I'm just rambling. What else is new? Let's get this back in there, please. Did we take the battery out? Yes, I think we did. Yes, we did. Battery's no longer there. Okay. All right. Logic board is back in place. All right. The best vintage Mac to get from the mid-90s. I would actually, you know, if you don't care about speed and you just want to play around with them, the first Power Macs aren't usually too expensive because nobody really wanted them. At least from a standpoint today. But, you know, any whatever you get your hands on is also not bad. Alright, so I'm going to leave the hard drive unplugged because I don't want to stress this thing out by turning it on and off again if the hard drive is toast. And it helps if the cable is not wedged in there. There we go. So I'm going to plug this back in without the hard drive plugged in. You can always plug that in again. I'm going to plug the floppy disk drive in. Oh, come on, just go back in there, floppy cable. Come on. Why don't you want to go back in there? What's the problem here? That's exactly where you're supposed to go. Really? You're going in crooked. What is going on here? Ugh. Dust galore. We're almost an hour in to these shenanigans. And I again thank you for watching. I know some of these streams are more exciting than others, but I appreciate everyone being here. Alright, floppy cable's back in. We are ready to turn this thing back on. Do you think we're going to have any change? What do you think? What do you guys think? Think this guy's going to no longer give us some sad macking? I would hope that's the case. I would hope so. Time also flies when you're doing live streams. You think I plan to do an 8-hour one on purpose? No. Alright, Sean votes alive. David thinks he'll be alive. Got some positivity here. Let's give it a go. 3, 2, 1. Let's see some good signs here. No chime. We got a different sad Mac. It's not distorted anymore. It's not distorted. Let's write down this number. Pen. Marker. So it's just all zeros and a 1, and then 4 Fs. Alright. We got 4. So the sad Mac code is all zeros with a 1 at the end, and then the bottom row is all zeros and then Fs. So I'm going to look that up real quick. I don't have these things memorized. I used to, but I think I have the Dead Mac Scrolls PDF here. If not, I will be taking a trip to the wonderful archive that is the Internet Archive on the screen that is directly behind me, so it looks silly when I'm looking back at you. I'm looking at you, maybe. And see what we got here. Bad RAM, maybe bad ROM. Oh, that stinks. ROM bus failure. Oh, the bus failed. Oh, no. Eep. Poor little guy. Poor little guy. Quack. Oh, boy. Yeah, let me go ahead. Now that I have some hard drive space on here, let's download this PDF. Oh, let me do the proper thing here. There we go. Downloaded in 7 seconds instead of having the browser load it up and take forever. We don't want that. We also don't want it opening up in the browser. Whatever. Alright. Page 144. Really? That far into it? I guess so. Alright. I just want to see if there's any other tidbits of information on that page. I could very well have replaced the logic board. I don't think it's an analog board issue. So I don't think that'll really give us any idea of anything else that's going on. I could certainly swap it with the other one that was wiggling and make a complete Mac, but I'm not set up to really repair them right now. I'm basically just trying to go through my backlog here and just see what's going on, you know. I mean, it could just need a cleaning. It very simply could just need a very good cleaning there. Could be. I don't know if I have any with a dead tube. I know I had one with a very dark picture. I don't know if the tube was dead. I wish I had a scroll wheel on my mouse in situations like these. Alright, let's try and go through this a little bit quicker. Oh, so here's all the wiggly lines. Computer bongs. Wiggly lines. Is that the doorbell I just heard? Is that the doorbell I heard? Who the heck would be ringing the doorbell at 11 o'clock? Sorry. Just a little confused. Don't mean to derail, but yeah, it could very well be something simple as the something oxidizing on the board or around it. Analog board out of adjustment. Yeah, there could be plenty of things. All right, here's the sad Mac codes. Oh, good night, Sean. Thank you for stopping by. You almost got here for a whole hour. Okay. So check reseat the ROM sim. Well, that's on an SE30. So that's not going to help me. Hey, a free MacBook is a free MacBook. Not bad. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. I'm just curious here. Alright, well, at least I have the sad Mac code here, so I'm going to write that down on here. And we'll move on. We have plenty of others to look at. That's really we do. So this is sad Mac. This is 0000001. And then we have 0000FFFF. And today is the 14th. Alright. Alright, so we will put this little guy back together. Further diagnose this little guy another day. Now the hard drive does work, which is nice. It spins. We don't know if data is on it or what the case may be. But I'm going to put a note on here. Hard drive. And yeah, I'm just going to plug this in. There. I'm not going to plug everything back in because no point in it. Oh, I just breathed in directly some of that dust. Ah, boy, that's nasty. That 30-year-old dust will get to you. Alright, so let's get the case here. Let's put the little shield back on. So, I want you guys to choose the next one I open. You have a choice. Either a Macintosh Plus or a Macintosh Classic. What do you guys want? Plus or a Classic? Your choice. Or another SE. What do you guys want? A lot of votes for the Plus. I just remember I'm not putting the screws back in these things. Oopsie. The other ones I took apart have some screws loose or completely missing. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to put them all back on, but at least put the bottom ones in loosely. They all go to the same place. In fact, where's that little thing I had? Where'd that thingy go? Here it is. All the classic screws will go in here. Oh no, he's mixing them! The collector's value has plummeted! Alright, I'm not tallying all that up. Well, how about we open up a Plus and then a Classic? How about that? How about that? Alright, let's put this one back on the shelf. I will be right back in a moment. Alright, so we are here with a Macintosh Plus. Now, I checked on the top of the shelf. There's about 8 other computers, including that clown SE that we know works but looks silly. So, not going to probably get to all of them today, but we'll see how we go. So, this one has a sticker up top that says no power. So, this has no power, apparently. Now, it's very dusty. There's splotches all over here. The neatest thing about this is, look at this 3D sticker. Of course, you can't see how awesome 3D this sticker from the 90s is. But, woohoo! Look at that go! It's kind of 3D. Yeah, I'm losing my mind. But yeah, so here's a Macintosh Plus. Again, on top, we have a sticker that says no power, and they wanted $40 for it. I did not pay $40 for it, so that's good. There is a battery in the back. We will be removing that. The door isn't even on there anymore. Oh, look how horribly... Look how dirty that corner is. Ugh. Get this battery out of there. There we go. Ugh. My multimeter is on the fritz, so I can't really check the battery, but I've removed it. So, goes my phone. Forgot to turn on Do Not Disturb. Alright, yeah, this thing is dusty. Get some of that off of here. Yeah, when I see the outside of the machine that disgusting looking, I get a little concerned. But yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, I was there one of the last days that the eWaste facility was open. And me and Brian were there. I met Brian there. Very nice guy. And he took a few, and I took a few. He wanted a few classic 2s. And I thought, you know what, I'll take some of the SEs. There weren't any SE30s. There weren't any color classics or anything like that. Those were long gone. But I thought, you know what? How much for all of them? And it turned out that they were about... They were pretty, oh, yeah, my, video quality has hit the red mark. Now it's in yellow. I don't know what's going on. Sorry that the video is buffering. Thankfully you could hear me. That's the most important part, right? No? Alright. Come on. What the heck is going on? I mean, there's nothing I can do. If my internet just takes a nosedive, it takes a nosedive, but... It seems to be very sporadic. I usually set the stream to like 6,000 kilobits per second, and it's in the 1200s, 1300s. Now it's near 4,000, 3,800, 4,800. Sorry, guys. Maybe I need to reboot my router or something. We're dropping frames. Is it my computer that can't keep up, or is it the internet's? My system is at 9% CPU usage, and I have over 16 gigabytes free of memory, so I don't think it's me. I mean, maybe it's my internet. I don't know what to tell you. Let me try this. I'm going to go to the transition where it's going to be solid for a second. There we go. Nope, that didn't do anything. I don't have a GPU to decode anything. So, this is all CPU. My GPU ain't fancy enough. It's probably me. Yeah, it is me. Nothing I can do about it. I gotta ride the wave. If I reset my modem, it's gonna screw everything up. So let me do a speed test real quick. We do not have the choice of cable providers in my area. It's whatever you get, you get. My download is over 200. Now it's really getting bad. My upload is apparently terrible right now. Let me try something. I don't know if you guys can still hear me because it's less than 2 megabytes up right now. If you can hear me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop OBS. I'm going to restart my internet, and I'm going to see if that helps it. So I'll be like, great. 1 second. Let's see if it'll fix itself, hopefully. Maybe? No? Okay. Maybe that fixed it. No, it definitely didn't. I don't have Spectrum, I have Optimum. Same crap. That's not really going to help me much. Restarted the machine, restarted OBS, and it's just the internet's crap in my area. There's nothing I can do about it. Awesome. Yeah, I know it's still stuttering. You don't gotta tell me that. I get a big red flashy thing. I'm gonna try hotspotting from my phone. Why do I have no cell coverage? What is going on here? Yeah, sorry guys. There's nothing really I could do about the internet being crummy. Let's see how my cellular is. Not better. Not any better. My cellular connection is much worse. Maybe somebody hit a telephone pole. I have no clue. Definitely aliens. I don't know what to do. I'm glad you guys can hear me, but yeah. Oops. Let me try lowering the quality here. It's gonna be lame, but let me stop OBS, lower the quality, and see if that helps. Did that work? Hopefully. So I lowered the quality. I lowered it to 720p, which YouTube is now yelling at me about. I lowered everything. It's not going to be pretty. There's nothing I could do. My internet connection from the modem itself is crap right now. It's going to probably keep going down. Nothing I could do about it. But my cellular connection is down too. Very low. I have a feeling some bozo smashed their truck into a telephone pole somewhere. That's the only explanation I could have for the cellular internet and the cable-based internet being problematic, or aliens. Why not? Why not? But hopefully it's not that bad now. And 720p is still high definition where I'm from. So there you go. And look at the speed on my cell phone there. That is the upload I'm getting on my phone. That's not the best, but anyway, we will be okay. My upload is usually in the 30s, so whatever. Anyway, let's get back to what we were messing around with. So let's open this up. Oh, well, thank you, Mike, for the first super chat of the evening. Eep! Oh, that wasn't a good eep. That wasn't a good eep. Hold on. We'll wait till the stuttering subsides. There we go. Eep! Thank you, Mike, for the super chat. Yes, Mike's Mac Shack is Mike Stanhope from Mac Yak, and he has an iBook to give away, an iBook G4. It's a fantastic machine. He only needs a few more subscribers. If you have not subscribed to Mike's Mac Shack, go do that now. Click on his little link there. I know my internet sucks. I keep stuttering in and out. Hopefully you could at least freaking hear me. But it's ridiculous. But yeah, go subscribe to Mike's Mac Shack. Mike, if you want to put a link in there to your video, that'll be fine. But nothing I can do about my internet. I'm going to actually put a little text thingy on the bottom of my video here because everyone's just going to keep complaining. And I don't care. How do I even change this? I have to select the color. Can I select ooh, hold on a second. Very important. One moment, please. How do I make this not white in color so anybody can actually see it? That's not going to help, is it? No, it is not. I'm glad you like my shirt. Thank you. Yeah, this type tool is not helping. One moment, please. I'm just seeing if I could change the color of this text on OBS. I could change everything else about it. The font, the size, the style. How do I change the darn color? That is maddening. But that's not going to help. There. Got a little Comic Sans explanation there. But anyway. Internet issues aside, let's try and press on. And nothing I can do on my side. We'll go on for another 30 minutes if you could last that long. If this isn't maddening to most of you. But thank you very much, Mike, again for the super chat. Go subscribe to Mike's channel and win that iBook G4. It's a fantastic system. I used to own it. Has a great battery life, in great condition. It's a great little bridge machine, little classic machine. Excellent little machine. Okay, we figured out why there's no power from this thing. Can anybody guess? Anybody guess? That's why. Somebody unplugged it. Somebody unplugged it. I wonder why, though. I wonder why somebody unplugged it. Well, let's take a look at the logic board. We will pull the logic board out. Let's see if Mike's correct. Oh, we got memory all right. It's very dusty. And the resistor isn't cut. Very dusty board. Well, let's clean the board at least. I don't know why someone would disconnect it unless something broke in it. Where'd that brush go? Let's get all that dust out. It's a 1987 Mac Plus. It's a later revision. Or maybe this thing was used as a prop and they didn't want anyone to turn it on. I don't know. Maybe someone started to repair it and gave up. Maybe someone opened it up and said, that's not what I want. And you just put it back. Who knows? I don't know. That's what we're going to find out. So I'm sure Mike will do a video when he reaches that magic subscriber count and gives away that iBook. So I think that's how you all find out. These are actually Apple computer memory sims. How about that? It says Apple computer on it. I don't think I have any old memory like this from Apple. Again, these plastic clips, not fun. These memory modules just jammed in those slots. It could be. A lot of these were used as props also. So it very well could be that was just purely a prop machine and someone unplugged it to ensure that it never got power because they wanted it to stay not broken. I don't know. Just a guess. Right, these are our 256K DIMMs here. Original. Oh wow, look at that. On the back it says, for use in Mac Plus and Mac SE. And it tells you the positions of the Sims. Let's focus here. Come on. I have something cool to show you, and I can't even have it focus, huh? Look at that. Isn't that cool? On the back of each of the memory Sims there, it tells you this is only for a Mac Plus or a Mac SE. I've never seen this before either. This is a 256K Apple Sim. So this is it came from the factory. It says 256K on the bottom. Pretty neat. Learn something new every day. How about that? Would never have guessed. Very cool. So let's see if a cleaning fixes it, huh? All right, looks pretty good. I can't fix it if I don't know what's broken. That is the point. All right, again, we're gonna clean these memory modules. These look actually pretty good. Or not, actually. Let's get some fresh Q-tips. These are filthy. Could very well be that they unplugged it because they thought it was broken, but the memory is just filthy. Hopefully you guys can still hear me even if the video is crummy. Hopefully. Alright, only that module was that bad. These aren't too bad. We had some internet issues, and so I lowered the quality to 720p, and apparently that's still not good enough for my internet connection. So it's not the computer, it doesn't seem to be YouTube. It's my connection as a whole is being crummy. Nothing I can do. We're just gonna... This will turn into an audio podcast real fast if this continues to go down like that. Yes, I had to put it there. Make sure I'm actually seating these correctly. Alright, all the memory is seated. No, this is a Macintosh Plus. Look, I technically I can go lower than 720. It's not going to make a difference when my up, and then it's going to change the aspect ratio of all my stuff. So, probably not going to happen. Unless it gets much worse. Okay. I don't see any, the fuse looks okay. I don't see any blown reefer caps, but this could still surprise us. Alright, power cord is in. Now, hopefully this doesn't burst into flames. Because if it does, the video quality is going to be so choppy, nobody will be able to see me scream and run away like a little girl. Or a little boy. That is... Oh, all these are filthy. Yes, I believe this is a Platinum one because it is a 87 model. Okay. We ready? Are we ready? I have not turned this one on before. It could blow up my face. Who the heck knows? There's a reason why it was unplugged. We do not know that reason. It was stuck in the on position too. That's probably not good. Alright, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Nothing happened. So, I saw some static cling to the monitor. Let's try again. Nope. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, this probably has some broken solder joints or something like that. Again, we'll label this as such. A little bit disappointing. What's my network say in the terminal? Yeah, I guess I could do that. It's just my, I checked. I mean, I'm wired here. I'm not doing Wi-Fi or anything. And I checked the speed of just the internet itself, the connection. My download is in the 200s. My upload is like in the teens. So, if that. So, alright, well that was not an easy fix as I would have hoped, but we could probably fix it, maybe. I do hear some, like, noise, and there's some static that attracted itself to the CRT. So, it very well could be, working to a degree, but bad solder joints or something. You gotta look at all the nice pretty signatures. If I'll focus on them, maybe. Never had a cap blown on my stream yet. I was fixing a 2GS and it popped on me, but a lot of signatures here. One got cut off at the bottom, interesting enough. Very cool. Rare! I don't think so. Alright, so let's make a label for this. Oh, we didn't put our label on the other one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, I'll put a label on this one, then we'll put the label on the other one I forgot. Alright, let's type this one up here. Alright, so this is Macintosh Plus. When opened, power cable was unplugged, cleaned board, reseated memory, no image on screen. Alright, print that label out. I'll sign this one. There you go. All right, let's put this note. Put it right on the back here. All right, so now we know what's wrong with this machine. I'm gonna go grab another one. Whoops. Where's my thingy? I will be right back. Okay, I went to go get the Classic, and I realized it was a Classic Mike's Classic 2 that I'm in the middle of recapping, so there's no board in the back of it. So that didn't help me. Yes. All right, so I think I actually looked at this one on the stream because this is painted. You could just feel it, and it looks a little different. But I don't remember if this one works. I didn't put a label on it. So we're going to plug it in. Ugh, this is disgusting. Maybe this is just another one that was painted. The battery was not removed. Ugh. I mean, there could be multiples of these. They came from the same place. Ugh. There is glue by the printer port. Why would someone glue the printer port? Look at this. They put glue over the printer port so you couldn't put anything there. Is this... But he really didn't want you to use the printer port. What is this? It's like glue or crapper. Well, it's gone now. Thankfully. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Got that crud off of there. Alright, so I'm just gonna let's try and turn it on, see what happens. Making noises. No image on the screen. Floppy drive. There might be a voltage issue because it's doing a lot. Let's see what we can find out. Oh, yeah, there's like that paint caked in these screws. I don't think I opened this one. Yeah, since the internet is so crummy, this might be one of the last ones we open, unless you guys really want to persevere and push through here, but... Yeah, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do if the audio and video are lagging. I really apologize. Well, somebody put the wrong screws back in. That might have been me. Got one of them out, I think. Still one in there. Oh, it's going all right. The internet is crummy, and we're dropping audio and lagging, and Half of my frames are dropped. It's a good day. All right, let's see if we can open this painted catastrophe. Ooh. Well, no wonder it doesn't want to work properly. There's paint all over the inside too. All this powder is all this paint. It's everywhere. It's absolutely caked with this paint or spray paint or whatever the heck this was. What the heck are these guys thinking? Oh my gosh. It's everything. It's over everything. Oh, this is more like a, not a eep, but a cry. I mean, there's dust, there's paint, there's whatever the heck. Oh boy. Alright, so I'm gonna put a sticker on this that says deep clean. Oh boy. Yeah, we need a deep cleaning of this one. At least there's no battery in here, but oh no! Just like in Kid Pics. Oh boy. That's sad. That's sad. I'm gonna take out the board at least. Ugh. Yeah, look at that. That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. It's just everywhere. And there's corrosion. There's corrosion on the telephone jack here for the keyboard. So that's not good. Hope I didn't damage it by trying to turn it on. Yeah, this thing is gonna have a deep dive in the ultrasonic cleaner. I tell you what. Oh. So just look at, you probably can't see it too well, but there's a lot of green right there. Right on that jack for the keyboard. Disgusting. What madman did this to this poor computer? I just spray paint it, make it look newer. Should be wearing my face mask while I do this. Even the bottom has crud all over it. This is gonna need a deep clean. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I'm not going to turn this on again until I give it the rest of the machine a clean, but That's just very sad. I don't know what type of paint they used. No idea. Whatever it was a sin against nature. Alright, so we're going to put this sad little machine back. I'm just getting it all over my hands, too. Yeah, this is not how you retrobite a Mac. You don't spray paint it. That, you know, the warehouse did sell things and did rent out things as props. It very well could have been one of those situations. That is probably exactly what happened. That's the only reason I could think of why somebody would want to paint this stupid thing. Dude, come on. I don't think 480p is gonna help anything, to be honest. There's no stable connection, so that's not helping things. I mean, I appreciate the suggestion. I'm not saying, you know, it's a bad suggestion or anything. I think in the state my connection is in, it's really not going to help. But you have to understand, OBS doesn't have the same settings as YouTube. I just can't go and select 480p. There's literally not an option. I have to go and create a manual thing there. That's why I'm saying I don't think it's gonna work. Hello, Emily. Thank you for joining. We have a terrible stream here because my internet is crap. But thank you for watching. Don't watch this one. Don't watch this one. Somebody painted over this horrible computer here and made it all sad. And made me sad. Alright, I'm not putting the other screws in. Alright, let's put this machine back. And I will be right back. I think the actual computer from Back to the Future was a 512K in that window, but who knows. I'm going to try adjusting the streaming settings one last time. So the stream's going to stop for a second. If that doesn't help it, I'll have to call it a night because I just cannot control it here. So I'm going to hit stop. I'm going to change the setting. If that doesn't work, I'll return and we'll sign off. But here we go. Okay, so we're at a very low resolution of 852 by 480. Probably looks like garbage. But I don't know if that's helping. It's probably smoother. The image quality is probably not as good. And I still see my internet dipping. And the audio is probably screwed up. Yeah, I'm getting like 400 kilobits per second up. This is horrible. It's just not working. Let me know if the audio is still out of sync. La la la. Audio. Still stuttering. Yeah, again, no control over it. So I'm gonna, as a last ditch effort, check my cell phone speed again. I'm getting not a lot of signal here because I'm in the basement, of course. No, my wife is not using all the upload. She's probably downloading stuff. She's not uploading stuff. So yeah, I mean, literally in these situations, unfortunately, there's not too much I could do, and the upload on my phone is terrible as well. So I think something happened in the area, and everyone's connection is crap, unless you have FiOS. Maybe I should consider that. Oh boy. Yeah, let me. I have an Ethernet cable. I don't know if it's going to be that that long to reach away. Yeah, I need some old school rabbit ears. If only the internet was connected through rabbit ears, that would help. This is my quarantine haircut, thanks to my wife. It's not very fancy, but it's better than getting the hair down to my neck, which isn't that fun either. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna really stay good. So let's turn into a podcast. So I mean, we've been going for about 2 hours here. The connection isn't that good, so unfortunately, I think I'm going to just stop it for now. If things improve, maybe tomorrow or something, we'll try this again. But I still have a few more Macs to go through. I still have to put a label on that thing, so I have to do that. But yeah, unfortunately, that's about it. I do have a video I'm uploading to Patreon. I meant to do it yesterday. I'm going to do it now, if my upload wants to work. But yeah, I'm going to have to call it here. But again, thank you for watching. I appreciate all the super chats, or the only super chat from Mike from Mike's Mac Shack. I appreciate it. Mike is giving away an iBook G4 on his channel, so please check that out. If you subscribe to his channel, you are entered to win in that giveaway, and then he's going to do a video when that's going to be given away. And I think that's an excellent machine. Any of you old Mac heads like me will probably have a lot of fun with that machine. So have a good evening, guys. Sorry about the internet again. Today, yes, after the 50 seconds went over, it is midnight. So yeah, maybe sometime this weekend we'll try this again. But wish this could have ended better. But talk to you guys soon. Thank you for hanging out. If you want to catch me on social media, my handle is Mac84TV. So this has been Steve again. Thanks for hanging around. See you later. Good night.